thing. I hit it. How are you doing it? Do it. Right. Okay. So then, bam. Okay. Boom. Okay, so let's look at Workhorse. Hiroshi was asking about this. We gotta get some chart in action for him. And that's crazy. So they had that. This is on the 9th. Yeah. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Don't do that. Wow. That is a bold fucking claim to make right there, man. Hmm. What's going on, chat? What's up, peeps? Looking at some Workhorse action. I mean, it almost doesn't even matter. Like, I guess we can chart some stuff on this, since Hiroshi was asking, but I mean, if they get this contract, like resistance lines. I mean, it'll go well above this, and so once you get above 31, I mean that's uncharted territory for them, right? Yeah, that's their high. So yeah, I don't really see is that when they were 20? Yeah, I don't see it really catching any resistance. I mean, it's about to blow through that level right there. It's last high from like a week or two ago. What up, Tony? So this thing's ran up already to that almost. I don't know, man. It's probably going to gap up in the pre-market tomorrow. And then once we pass that level, we're in no man's land. So I mean, it really just depends. If we get that whole $8 million contract, I mean, then it'll go well above $31, I would think. But we're not guaranteed to get the entire thing. It could be they said fractional. They said like could award some to this guy, some to that guy kind of thing. Let's look at the options chain for tomorrow. Wow. Well, there you go right there. There's a fucking lot of open interest in these high numbers, man. Very interesting. So the following week, people aren't really looking at that shit, but right here, contracts expiring this week, we have that's a lot of volume. Let's do some maths. plus, what is that, and then this, 37. Get us an average. And then times, what is that? I don't know, like 13,000. There you go. $53 million in smart money says that Workhorse is going to be closing in the $41 range roughly. And I did that by just basically calculating how much money is in these contracts right here and these contracts right here. Those are like the two big runners. I guess there's a lot right here in the 30 range. But I mean, you see there's 7,000 there. And you go down further, I mean, we have like 30,000 just in this range right here, and that's well above 30. So what you looking at, Tony? Boom. Alright, that's better. That'll get them going. Right. So what are we looking at? What else do we want to check out? You looking at anything good, Tony? I don't know if you saw my post. Be careful with, what was it we were looking at last week? F-Cell. So these guys actually had something come out them on the other day. Is it in here? I think it might have been in my Insider Newswire, but they got downgraded. They got downgraded and they got like marked from neutral to overweight or something like that. Let me see if I can find that. Where would that picture be? Yeah, I think it's on my phone. Man, they're still just absolutely beat down. Starting to run up though a little bit. Someone grabbed a shit ton of shares at 20. And I guess this is a 4-hour chart, but still. Yeah, that's pretty aggressive right there. Wow, look at that squeeze. That candle right there. So this trading minute opened here, and it went as high as this, but you had sell pressure pushing the closing price down to there, and then the buy pressure pushing the buying price up to there. I like Rocket though. I mean, I feel like just their whole business model is phenomenal. Doing your mortgage and stuff like that is a pain in the ass. Their software makes it really easy. Oh shit. You got 100 shares of Workhorse? Nice. Yeah, those are nice numbers, right? Sorry, I didn't have the chat up. I'm catching up. You're in Run. Where did you get in on Run at, Tony? Did you play them when we were talking about them, or did you get in like over in here when they dropped? Oh, XPI. Yeah, I mean, I feel like a lot of them are going to follow suit. It's not like reinventing the wheel. They're just making like really user-friendly apps and stuff like that. Wow, they've had a nice couple days. Holy shit. What the fuck? That's terrifying looking. That's not that scary, but jeez, dude. What have they Dreaming, what did you get like what caused these guys to run up so much recently? I mean, they're up 600% in 4 months. That's incredible. You got in at 51. Yeah, that little stutter step there. Phew. Man. I mean, this thing is going to run tomorrow too. Oh, no, I don't want that. There we go. Yeah, look at that angle. Like you see, this is like a very broad chart. We're on the 180-day 4 hour, so you see any of these little stutter steps they've had, even kind of in there was still a lot of buy pressure. They were still moving up. we've been overbought for days. No idea what the catalyst was. Yeah, man, sometimes it's just there isn't one. It could be someone else had a catalyst and it's just an association play. Oh, the VSLR merger. Yeah, a lot of people got clapped on that thing. Great fundamentals. Yeah, dude. I have to look at their fundamentals. I just looked at their chart. The chart looks sexy, though. But, Tony, you said you're in run. When did you get in run? Because, honestly, when we called it out the other day, it had a decent part of the week. And then after that, this happened. Let me see if I can find this picture. Mm. Well, that's part of it. It's that candle. Mm. I don't know where it is. Let's see if we can find it. Oh, you played him a couple weeks ago. Ooh, I sincerely doubt a retracement to that level. To 21. Mm, I don't know. I don't even really see any support at 21. I mean, maybe a little bit, but I mean, you have more support at or resistance, I guess, rather, at like 20, maybe like 22. You see like the bouncing right there. Yeah, so I mean, you see lots of touching and turning there. That's definitely a support. So I mean, I don't know. I don't think so. If they get half the contract, I see them going at least to $30 plus. And if they get the entire contract, I mean, I don't know, man. They could shoot all the way up to $50, $60, but they're not going to hold that. There could be a lot of money thrown at this thing. You have to realize Workhorse, other than Hyliion, is probably like the most popular searched, ticker on YouTube. I'd be willing to bet. So yeah, I mean, I think if people see this thing rocketing, or people see that they got the whole contract, there's going to be a lot of FOMO buying happening. Oh, if they don't get the contract, whoo. Oh yeah, I don't know. I'm not even gonna touch that. Who knows? Who knows how much that is priced in here? I mean, I think regardless of them getting the contract or not, there's plenty of evidence out there that this is a strong company, man. I mean, I've seen lots of videos where there's UPS drivers that have Hyliion. So, you know, would the government contract be great? Yes, but there's still plenty of other big players that are out there that, they get contracts with them, or notable contracts at least. And it'll have the same effect. It's just not $8 billion, obviously. So, yeah, I feel you, man. Hyliion was definitely an interesting one. Pretty big pump fake. Perfect storm of cluster fucks, honestly. But we'll get back up there. It's just not going to be what we thought. Yeah, no, I mean, if you're an investor, this is like an investor's wet dream. I mean, I see so many of those little Sprinter, Ford, and like Mercedes, Amazon trucks driving around where I work or just in my neighborhood. I mean, dude, if they get a contract with Amazon, bro. Oh, Hyliion isn't done, but I think that, I mean, look at their Twitter right now. Go look at both their Twitters. I checked it before this video. It's been, since they talked about Wegmans, there's nothing. So, I mean, you know, however it's moving right now is how it's going to continue to move until we get some news, because clearly people are shying away from this thing, and a lot of investors have been scared, thinking it's SPACs are bad and it's the next NKLA and all this shit. So, and it doesn't help that we have this kind of fucking shit going on, and you just have mom and pop investors and just even experienced investors just not about this, and they're just kind of taking a step back. So lots of money shifting around, lots of sectors cooling off. You had a lot of money that pulled out of that thing, was just like tired of waiting because they knew that they could go put it into something in the energy sector, and then just make it back. So yeah, lots of stuffs. Yeah. So your fill was 45. Why didn't you drop them like? I can understand lots of people in like the 50 range or high 40s range getting locked into their trade, but why did you hold it when it was trading down for so many days? I would have just been tempted to take profits and buy in lower. The solars. So funny enough, dude, I had no idea. I didn't read anything about this. So VSLR. So they had been trading. Sunrun bought them like months ago. Like months ago. And so apparently there was a merger going on in the background. Maybe that had something to do with why they were tracking each other. I had no idea of this. So this this is now that. And then here, fuck it. I'm just gonna dig through this shit. Don't look. Is it this one or is it this one? It's this one. This son of a bitch. Look at this, dude. $99 million on the 7th. So let's see if we can find what a million shares looks like. So here's the 7th, right at market close. And some fucking whale decided that they were taking profits and they unloaded. So we were kind of inching our way up and blowing off some steam, and then we really fucking blew off some steam because we had someone unload a million plus shares, and then it just ended up dumping again. There's probably some other big hands dropping then too, so we've kind of been running down a little bit. And the energy sector as a whole kind of cooled off last week. Towards the end of the week, it looked like. Here, where we got the energy plays in here. Not all of them, but some. Plug, I don't know. I wouldn't even consider that energy. Yeah, but I don't know. The real winner from last week was this guy. Me and Tony found this guy in the pre-market on Benzinga. Damn, I'm sorry, Tony. I wish you didn't get contracts, man. That's why I don't fuck on that. I don't fuck on the contracts. I don't want to get locked in. Really, I don't want to get assigned. Keep an eye out for these people too, man. Some guy bought like in that same article, I think. This thing is awesome too. I really suggest you guys go to Market Beats and subscribe. This is a free newsletter they send out, and I mean the insight is crazy. Like, look at this. So if you're like bullish on CCXX, you could be like, yo, someone thought that 1031 was a good deal and spent that much money, maybe give you some warm fuzzies, or maybe something you're looking at and you're like, I don't know, and then you see like a big position being sold. It's like, okay, I might have a buying opportunity. There's lots of good info in here. Simply Wall Street. Oh, they did? Nice. That was quick, right? That was really quick. Felt like I hardly heard about these guys and they're already doing things. Interesting. My contract says 55. Shit. Well, if that's the case, then those are going to be some fire options, boy. MPLN. What'd I do? Yeah, dude, Brian, I don't know if you're still here, man, but you're preaching to the choir, dude. I started off with like 150 shares or something like that, and ended up roping in like another 100 over the course of, I don't know, that rocket ship. Whenever it jumped from 20 is when I got in. I was at like 1934. So yeah, trust it. It hurts to see my fill at like a 51.20 or something like that, but that's what I get for aggressively trading the volatility and then not paying attention to it. Not even that I wasn't paying attention to it. Like fuck me, I got a job. I went into a meeting. Interesting. Okay, so this is their first trading day. God damn. So I'm guessing that's probably redemption. Or no, it's too high. People wouldn't redemption there. You'd redemption down here. Hmm. Yeah, man, not looking good for some of these guys, unfortunately, right now. So it's a great filtering tool by sector. The Weeble is really good for that, for looking at sectors. Yeah, I know, Brian. I don't think he's gonna learn use social like that. If you, I think it was the last Hylion video that I put out. There's an article in there, and he basically says, how he's different from NKLA, and that he's been getting a lot of shit from investors. Here, you know what? Fuck it. Let's do it. We have the technology. No, not that. Just go to YouTube. It was like this one, maybe? Hmm. Maybe this wasn't the article. I don't know. He was bashing Robin Hooders on there, though. He was like, yeah, I gotta find a way to basically appeal to some of the investors. They've been getting a lot of shit for not posting regularly on social media and blah blah blah. And yeah, it sucks, man. Just need to get more news out there. There just isn't enough. Let's see. Yeah, like nothing new. Wham. The commercial space. Yeah, whatever. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. Oh yeah, he got his money. Yeah, right. Nah, I don't think that'd fly. It's all good though, man. I fucking love my job. I love designing hardware. One of these days though, I'm just be like, yo, I'm making so much money trading, I quit. I'll be back maybe. I wouldn't be that casual about it. I'd honestly be a little bit upset, but trading is the shit, and it's making me rich. And I'm a greedy man. I want all the money. Poor IBM. All these tech stocks are just absolutely exploding, and IBM is just like hasn't even hit its all-time high yet. Oh no, I mean, look, I can't knock the guy. He's a fellow engineer, and I can respect that. He's proud of his product and what he's made, and he's confident that that's all it's gonna take is just that and time, and he's not gonna rely on, pumping all the news wires and doing all the stuff that Trevor even said that was his downfall, but we all know that lies and manipulation and all that shit was his downfall. So I don't know. I can't be mad at the guy only because, he's tying up some of my money, but it's okay. It's why we don't put all of our eggs in one basket, right? Oh shit, you're an engineer too? I forget. Did you say you're like, are you civil or are you electrical or mechanical? I forget. He still looks like an intern. Bah, dude, I know. He kind of looks like a dweeb, but that's how you know he's got the sauce. Nerds rule the world. He still looks like an intern. Heartburn. When is their forget civil? Right on. Yeah, my buddy does that. He does all the like drainage and like all the water drainage stuff in Tampa. Hang on a second. What the fuck is this? Hmm. Okay. Ooh. Yeah, let's talk about SPAC. I like FDA plays. I've made some F money on FBio in the past. Played them from like three. Where was it? In here? I think it was like here. It was like somewhere in here. So SPAC. The SPAC attack. You know Shaq made a SPAC, dude? Unbelievable. Like, if we weren't already getting a bad rap, if SPACs weren't already getting a bad rap, now they're definitely going to get one. Just turning into a laughing stock. But SPAC is interesting. I'm conflicted with this one a lot, just because they've been here before. Okay, they've tried to, or I think they did. They actually, they had the cars, they were making them, selling them, manufacturing them, and I think they just couldn't keep up with it. Yeah, Shaq's stupid. I mean, Shaq's honestly, I love him, but the fact that he's making a SPAC kind of irritates me. He's actually smart as shit. He was one of the guys that he never spent any of his endorsement money. He just lived off of what he got from the NBA, and then he just invested all that other money. Straight ballin'. It was with the supply chain. Yeah, like you can have a great product, but there is just so much to running a big business, man. It's fucking crazy. Mm. Yeah, no, I mean the cars they're cool as shit. They're nice. I mean, they have a lot going for them, but I think there's definitely some investor optimism. I mean, me myself, I just didn't even want to get near it just for that simple reason. I don't know. Sure, I guess there's some decent swings you can play in here, but it's really been trading sideways for the better part of its life in here. And yeah, I mean, I would rather give it some time and see what happens. I didn't I didn't have a good buying opportunity. Maybe if I was liquid on one of these red days, but I wish them the best, and I'm hopeful. I mean, shit, they fucked up once. They're not gonna fuck up the same way twice. I would certainly hope, or one would think. So yeah, I mean, at least they got that going for them. I don't know. What's different about who? About Fisker? Hey, what's up, Dante? You got some data for me, dog? It's 16. Oh, did you get in over here? You got 560 shares, man. I don't know. I'll buy like 50 shares if I'm running up like this. But did you buy in here somewhere? I'm guessing, uh, Brian. Like, here's my rule of thumb. I'd like to hear what you guys do. So normally, if something's running up, there's no way to tell when it's going to turn back, right? So I'll manage my risk by saying, well, I've convinced myself that I have to get into this, and the chart, whatever the chart is, it looks good, but I'm late to the party, and I don't want to put my neck out there too much, so I'll grab like 20%, let's say, here, and then I'll give it a chance to run up and make some money. If I don't exit for whatever reason and I decide, I want to stay with it, I mean, then I can average down here with another 20% and then, get a little pop here and get out. Or if I'm in another fucking meeting, then I'll go down here and I'll still have another 60% and then I'll put it all in there and then, that lowers my rate even more and then I can just hop out over here or something. So my conviction determines how much money I put in it. And I don't say like, when I say 20%, I don't mean 20% of my account. Sometimes that's the case, but a lot of times it'll be, all right, I got 5 grand to throw on this thing. I'll do 20 here, 20 there, and then if I'm greedy and I don't get out or whatever, at least I have more than double of what I've already put in to average down and to make my exit point a lot easier and lower. You bought it as it's turning down. Wait, you bought it like over in here? Or over in here? Wait, there isn't any. What did you say? 16. What was your fill? 1602. Yeah, so you had to have like got it on one of these days. Oh, you probably thought that we were in a bottom over here, huh? Yeah. FOMO's a bitch though, isn't it? It gets even the experienced ones. But that's why I do that, because at least that way I can shut myself up and it's like, all right, there, you're happy, Daniel? We're in the trade. We got into the trade that we shouldn't be in. We're in it. Let's go, dude. And then I can like kind of shut myself up and I've taken a semi-sizable position, but I have enough money on hand to fix the inevitable when it happens or if it happens kind of thing. Yeah, well, so with SPACs, I mean, with any stock, some you don't really have to care about. Like, they don't need a fucking catalyst. They'll correct, they'll run. Although the big ones, it doesn't matter. They always have catalysts because their news wires are just absolutely pumped. They have, like, look at this shit. Yeah, like every day, lots of stuff. So normally, if I'm taking a position, especially like a SPAC or something, you never really want to play outside the catalyst. Because big guys will just get bored and they'll just dump their position, When some of these fucks show up in the positions you're playing, they can cause an unaccounted for, $5-6 drop, and then more people run. So you always have to keep in mind, if there's good stuff going for it, well, then there isn't any reason for it to run down. But like if it ran up to here on news we got over here, well, we clearly are running out of steam, and then that kind of further validates that as it runs down more. And now is when you're like, well, I was greedy and I didn't jump out here. Now I cut losses before it, does that. And you don't know if it's going to do that, right? That's why risk management is such a complicated subject. You could you if you jump out here, you've limited your exposure time and your risk. However, you've limited your upside, but consequently you've also limited the downside. So, greed and FOMO. Greed and FOMO, boys. Deadly, deadly things for traders. All right, hit me. We need a ticker. Dante, what we looking at, dog? Hit me with the thing. Let's look at some stuff. Y'all join the Discord yet? We got the Discord. I made the thing. Let me find the thing. I'll link it. SBE. Yeah, dude, Switchbank Energy. They got a huge surge recently whenever, God, I read so much news, my poor brain. I don't know. What was the catalyst that they had recently? Hedgie adding. Interesting. Oh no, bro. Yeah, Square is an absolute beast. Because keep in mind, it's not just Square. Square is Cash App. But, that's the thing, Dante. Are you an investor or are you a trader? Because if you're a trader, get fucking used to it. It's not about what you missed out by not staying in something. You didn't stay in it because you didn't want to risk what happens next, and you were happy with some gains, and you rinse and repeat. Yeah, because like Square, I don't know. This is one of those things that like you probably just don't ever sell really. Oh, dude, did anyone get any of that juice right there? That would have been super juice. I love technicals. Look at that. That's fucking hot. Hang on. Gotta get the angle at 0. Boom. So their peak right there. It's also where they caught some resistance right there. And as soon as they broke that, off to the races, because that was their last set resistance. There was nothing for them to gauge where to go from there other than up. Oh, there you go, earnings. And then the September dumpster fire. That affected all. Dude, what a beast. Ooh. Yo, I'm not a financial advisor, but you need to close your Robinhood account and open like a Webull or a TD Ameritrade. Cause like what? What are you gonna do, bro? You're gonna trade the pre-market at 9 a.m. Cool. I'm trading at 4 in the morning if I want to. Normally it's not until 7, but like, what are you gonna do if you're locked into a trade and some news comes out overnight? Cause everyone is gonna be trading in here, or the big whales are gonna be trading in here. You don't want to get caught. I don't know if you were here when we were looking at this in the video, but look at this. This is from Market Beats, an insider trades subscription I get. It's free, and it shows you lots of very big insider buys and sells. So like if you're getting this thing and you're like, oh cool, I have Best Buy. Oh good, someone just sold $28 million of Best Buy today, the 7th. It's gonna fucking run down tomorrow. Well, if you have TD Ameritrade or Webull, then you can fix that. You can wake up early and you can sell your shares. If you have Robinhood, you're just gonna wake up and cry and wait for the market to open. So yeah, not gonna have a good time. I wouldn't do that. Advise against it. Hirosh, what up, bro? I use Fidelity. Yeah, Thinkorswim's the shit for charts. I really like Trading View too. Yeah, Robinhood is I mean, look, they were okay, but then as soon as they got popped for selling their orders to high frequency trading algorithms like, black boxes, psh, I am out. That is all sorts of sketchy. And then you always have problems with, my order wouldn't fill, this I couldn't get this buy, or I couldn't close my position in time on Robinhood. And you always log on there and it shows like, hey, some features may not be working, but trades still work. It's like, is it not working because of the traffic, or is it not working because you're passing my order along to a computer that's then trading it really quickly, causing a delay? Miss me with that. I'm out.